Welcome to part 5 in the series. We're talking about building an impactful, recognizable, profitable brand, even when you have a small community. So, this is part 5, and we're going to spend this part talking about our mood and our energy. So, in day 1 of the boot camp, we're spending the whole day on mood, and I want to tell you why. So, the mood and energy is so important in building in a holistic practice because for so many reasons. So let's just talk about it a little bit. Think about what you're doing as a holistic coach. If you're in the holistic space, you're working with someone's health, their mental health, their emotional health, their physical health. Some of you specialize with helping people with certain diseases or chronic illnesses. It is a serious thing, and people need to know that you're okay and that you're able to help take care of them in this way. And whether you're a coach, a consultant, or a course creator in the holistic space, your mood and energy is everything. And so, even when you have a small community, when you can impact people before they even start working with you, when they can hear from you that there's something special that it's like you have this secret and you're all lit up about it. It doesn't mean that you have to be one of those rah-rah cheerleader type people, or you have to be loud, or you have to be constantly on social media, or you have to be deep and, mysterious. You just have to be you, and you have to bring some special energy to it. Now, if you are those things naturally, you're naturally really loud and excited because that's who you are, and you're fun, and you're that, cheerleader type person. That's fantastic because it's you. Or if you're just really deep and you're have this mysterious energy of whatever comes with that, then that's great if that's really really you. But the thing is to be authentic and have some real genuine energy that's popping out at people when you are creating your program, when you are speaking about it. Of course, we're going to talk a lot about that in the boot camp, but I would say that when we were hitting this stride that we always talk about this last couple of years, because this happened uh, almost 3 years ago, where we went and leveled up into that six-figure rank, and when it really just became a recognizable brand, that's even more important than the amount. It's just when it became my level, my definition of success. And way back before that happened, and I was creating the first portion of our program, Mood Makeover Method, I had such incredible energy behind it. It was just me. I had, I think Lakeisha was working with me already, but as far as infusing and putting the program together, it was just me. I wasn't working with a coach. I didn't have anybody that was putting the pieces of that program together. And it was such a challenge. I don't know how many of you have heard the story behind it, but when I was recording those videos of the 7-day cleanse, and several of you have done the 7-day emotional cleanse that we did with Mood Makeover. When I was recording those videos, I did it in tears. Everything that could have gone wrong was going wrong while I was trying to record those. And what kept me going was that internal energy, excitement, enthusiasm, and that big vision that I talked about in part 4. See, when it came to Mood Makeover, the big vision was I know that there are people out there right now who are stuck in a low mood. They're just dragging, and they need to be able to release, and they need a simple system that they can do on a daily basis. Is going to completely change this energy. My people were already up doing things, like they were speaking, and they were already having successful businesses and in successful relationships, but they had such heartbreak and such challenges behind all of that that kept them from really living at a peak level. And I could see that. I could see that people would be responding the way that they ended up responding. So it kind of goes back to that big vision. But you're going to have hiccups. You're going to have disappointments. You're going to have people not interested in your program, people not believing in your program. So many things will happen along the way. And if you don't have that internal self-motivated thing that will keep you going, then it won't happen. It's a big thing. And it's really not, sometimes it's just like, oh, my community's not big enough. We have always had and still have a small community, and we're able to still build this impactful brand. So really take a look at your belief systems, what you believe to be true, not just what you want. What you want and what you believe to be true can be two completely different things, because you may want something really bad, but you don't believe really and truly that it's for you, that you're going to be able to do it, that people are going to respond to you. You don't believe it inside. And take a look at yourself sometimes and record yourself and really look. Think about, how do you really feel about your business? It's okay to be nervous. It's okay to have different energy levels. Some of us who are introverts, we just are low key. We tend to be kind of low key. It doesn't mean that we're not excited about our business. It's just that internal thing, that special internal energy that will move you forward no matter anything that challenges your success, no matter anybody else's opinion, no matter what. You keep moving forward and nothing can stop you. It really is an amazing thing. And I would say it is key. I left it for last because I wanted to just kind of spend a good bit of time talking about it. It really is the most powerful thing, I think, of all the steps that I shared with you over these 5 steps. And in the boot camp, we're going to talk about some of those same steps, but we're going to do a deep dive on them. You're going to be doing a lot of practicing. But on day 1, we're going to nail the mood, because without a positive mood and a positive energy, you just won't move forward. Here's another thing that happens when your mood and your mindset is not where it needs to be for this kind of a business. The other thing that happens, we talked a little bit about procrastination, right? You just get frozen. It's that fight, flight, or freeze. It's the same thing that happens when we want to run, when we want to fight. The other thing is this: we don't do anything. So we kind of talked about that. Well, think about that again. Fleeing. In what way might you be fleeing in your business? It's in part number 2, I think, part 2 or 3 that I talked about, but that distraction that happens. So when we're afraid and when that thing triggers, we'll run. So what happens in the holistic space is we run from one business to the next. That is part of the fear. We run and we're saying, oh, I'm just, I'm in the discovery season of my life. But the thing is, we've been in that discovery season for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, sometimes 20 years. What's really going on a lot of times is you're in that fight, flight, or freeze. So that flight portion is running from one thing to the next. Oh, I'm going to do this now. Oh, I'm going to do this now. Oh, I'm going to do this now. As coaches, consultants, and course creators, we are going to tweak our programs, and we're going to change them a little bit here or there. But when you find yourself kind of diving into this, ooh, that's exciting. Ooh, they're doing that. I want to do that now. Ooh, this person's doing this. I'm going to do this now. Ooh, I like that over there. I'm going to do that. And we get stuck again in that minutia. Oh, everybody's doing this, so let me do that. Okay, everybody's talking about this, so let me talk about that. And we just kind of regurgitate the things that we see other people doing, or repeat, what they're saying or what they're doing. So that is part of the fleeing, and that's another thing that will adjust when it comes to our mood. So it's a big portion of it. It's something I want you to really hear and I want you to be ready for, because in the boot camp and in the programs that we work with, we've kind of we were talking about tweaking, right? We kind of have tweaked who we're working with in our programs, because what we found is that people who really take off and they level up and they level up and they level up is not because they have something in their practice that's more special than the next person or the next student. It's that internal thing where they're not going to stop and they get laser focused. And I see our students who do that and our students who don't. And the ones who do it, they tweak as well. They tweak, but they're mostly on that same trajectory and they're just leveling up. And so this is the type of person that we really want you. If you're feeling like that and you feel like you're zoned in, and you might not know everything to do, but you've got that fire inside of you and you're like, I'm ready, then you're going to love this boot camp. So take a look, should be in this post. Take a look at the link, what we're going to talk about, and if it's right for you, jump into the boot camp. We're going to be live in a resort in Jamaica. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be an intimate group. I imagine it's going to be about 20 people. So get your ticket. We also are going to allow you to bring a guest. And so it's just going to be a very warm, fuzzy, relaxing event. You're going to learn a ton. You're going to laugh. You're going to cry. You're going to have aha moments and you're going to enjoy this event. But it's an all hands on deck live thing that you do need to be there live. We're only allowing recording for two of our guests, and that's because they're in New Zealand and Australia. Hey, Julie and Joy, you two will have, the replay. Nobody else is going to have a replay. You need to be there live because of so much activity that's going to be going on throughout the boot camp. Okay, so that was the end of the series. I hope you liked it. Throw me a note, send me a DM or an email, and let me know what you thought about this 5-part series. Blah, I can't talk. If you learned anything, if you have any questions or your own thoughts on what it takes to build a recognizable, impactful, profitable brand, even with a very small audience, you can absolutely do it. So thank you for watching the series. I hope to see you in the boot camp. And if not, we'll see you soon. Bye.